YouTube family, it's your boy K-Ray, back with another YouTube Real Talk video. On the realest of the real and the guide. Hope the whole YouTube family is doing well. Brother Ross sent your video this morning. I looked at all of them and I want to do a response on your interracial dating. I agree with you 100%. It don't matter who you marry or who you date. If you're talking about color, now if you were talking about a same-sex marriage, then you have a problem. But if you're looking at white woman, white man, black man, a black woman, nah. And we got too many confused people out here who worry about the wrong thing and let their own pride and wickedness get to them and let that lead them. But if these people have found love, and love is of God, and love is a good thing, to bring together two people of two different races, which the world hates. The world hates to see that. Then there ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Love is a beautiful thing. And if you find it in a different color, then it don't make no difference what color it is. It just means that you have found it in a different color. Now a lot of people hate it. A man told me that if we keep on dating out our race, then the black race will soon be extinct or be annihilated. Well, I said, well, if the black men don't stop killing each other, that's what's going to annihilate us. The black man don't stop going to jail for life where he can't have babies, that's what's going to annihilate us. Black man keep on sleeping with a black man, a black woman keep on sleeping with a black woman, that's what's going to annihilate the race. See, we don't think about things like that. You see, like I tried to say in my other video, we do what we want to do. This is a capitalist society. If it benefits us, then we gonna be for it. You see a black chick with a white man, you say, oh, she fine. I want her. She with a white man. That's wrong, that's wrong. I bet you, if that one was ugly as sin, you wouldn't be talking about that's wrong. You just be like, well, they can have her. You see, man, it just don't make no sense. How a lot of us, you know, what goes on. And it get carried on by some people that don't know. They don't know no better. They don't know. They just get this from what they hear. And when they see it, they just hate it. It's just like in the days where when the white folks was hating on the black folks. They was being bred that way. They was being brought up that way. They didn't know no better. Negro. That's just what their parents were saying. That's what they were brought up to do. It's just like another religion what they had. They just hated black folks, Jews, and Indians, and anybody else that one that color looked like them. So you got that going on. You got the people that got their own hatred and pride and wickedness going on. And then you got the ones that just brought up. I better not bring no white girl home that way. But we don't talk about, we don't get out there and try to prevent black brothers from killing each other. I said, well, K-Ray, how can we prevent that? Well, you're not gonna stop it all, but it starts with our children. You see, what we do a lot of times is when we get a little money, or we get a little status, we get out and move our families out the way. But guess what? There's thousands, millions of other little black children that's stuck out there to make it for themselves and hustle and do what they gotta do. Sleeping in an apartment house, sleeping in projects with no AC. But see, what you fail to realize is that when you move and you put your kids up, that little black dude that's out there who don't have no father, what he gonna do is he gonna grow up and he will have the ability. Well, say we all have the ability, but he's gonna be the one that's gonna shoot your child. He's still out there. But if you can reach him before you shoot your child, because a lot of us don't really feel it until they hit our child. Until he grows up, and he don't have to grow up now. Until he brings a gun to your school or a knife and stabs your child because he feels like life is hard and his father and mother not there for him, then you got a problem with it. See, but you done moved out the ghetto, you ain't got to worry about them. Oh yeah, you do, because these people are still in the world. So we can't forget about each other. We forget about each other, and then we complain, oh that's bad, and you ain't doing nothing to prevent it. You ain't doing nothing to support no type of movement of progression, change. But you always want to talk about change. Don't nobody want to struggle. Don't nobody want to have the discipline to help each other. We just all in it for ourselves. Like I said, it's a capitalist society. You go buy a car. You know what's to a dealership, and you relying on what this man tells you that this car runs well. Now, he knows that thing has a busted radiator and it might just last you until you get home. But he gonna let you drive because it's a used car and it's sold like as is. And by law, you can't say nothing about it because you had bought the car and you drove it off the lot. Now, we as people are like that, man. It's crooked. You know something wrong with it, but you're gonna sell it anyway. And that's just what we do too. The same way with us, when we get a little money, a little status, we move out the ghetto. We know something wrong with the ghetto. We know something wrong with the way that we leave things. A lot of times we do it ourselves. We go out and we sell dope, destroy the community. We get out and we don't worry about what we left behind. We don't go back to our hood and try to help the little black boys and girls who done went through what we're going through, what we done went through. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I want to go back, and start something for the kids in the hoods of Dallas right now, man. And if it can grow because I know that in all cities, man, in all the 50 states, man, and it could be possible, man, because these kids are the future. But we want to talk about interracial dating, and that's what's annihilating the black race. Nah, the black race is annihilating the black race. Come on, man. We always want to talk about, things that's irrelevant, man, and go through things that's irrelevant. If you really want to stop that, you bring up children that knows their past. That know what they went through. And then you raise kids that's gonna be respectable to these black men and these black women who gonna cherish them. Look at these other races. Look what they do. They brought up in history, with their history. We brought up with what? What we want. This is what I want. This is what I done molded. This is what I done created. I myself. Forgot about where we came from. But then you want to get mad when that white man or that black white woman come get these black folks and treat them good. Treat them like kings and queens. Or treat them as equals. They on the same place, respect each other. When you go get a black woman, a black man, they beating you down and disrespecting you every chance they get. Come on now, don't be silly. Shoot. And it just don't make no sense. Interracial dating, man, I don't care who you marry, as long as you find love. As long as you find love. You find love in a turtle, then we got a problem. You find love in a Chinese man, hey, I'm talking about intimate love, more power to you. We ain't worried about us killing each other. Matter of fact, the man that Bro talking about, he done stomped the man, killing, stomping and busting the man up. What you gonna bust the man up for? That came out his own. He got pleasure out of that. He didn't prevent the black man from dating a white woman, or the black woman from dating a white man by doing that. That's what I don't get with a lot of these brothers going around here beating up on the homosexuals. You ain't preventing that from happening. We address a lot of times. I believe we address the fruit of the problem. We don't address the root of the problem a lot of times. We overlook that. And so when you jump and you move too fast like that, that's when you get in trouble. That's when you make mistakes. You know, and that's what we try to prevent from doing. Like Brother Bro was saying, man, you know, we must watch others. And we must learn from others so that we don't make the same mistakes. And we are going to make mistakes if we human. We all going to sin because we human. We are children. We are in the line, just like Adam. You know, the same thing, you know, sin was brought into this world, followed by death. We all going to die. We all going to meet our maker one day. No matter what color you are. You know, so we need to get up off of that hating on another race, or hating on somebody because they dating a person out of that race, man. But, alright, YouTube family. Peace out. Be blessed.